Okay, YouTube, well, here I am back, ready to tie. Got all my stuff here. You know what? I'm just gonna jump into this. Here we go. First off, in the vise, jig head. So today we're tying a 1/4 ounce white head with the, let's see here, with the red body. We're doing the nightmare jig. You guys have seen many nightmare jig from many other people in the past, but it's my favorite pattern to tie. Not just pattern, but colors. So, first off, I'm sorry, we got to make a bed. Before we do anything, we got to put some thread on the shaft of the hook. I'll drink a coffee, and here we go. We're getting into it, and then we'll put the flash on. Sorry for telling you guys that. I wanted it to be a surprise. So here we go. Down the shaft of the hook. I like to go up about between the hook point and the hook barb. Somewhere in there. You know, I go up, back and forth a couple times. Yeah. Anyway, right back to where I was at. Let your bobbin hang. Yeah, somewhere in there. Cut off the excess. My scissors aren't that sharp today. Kind of sucks. Here we go. Into the, we got some crystal flash. I already showed you that. Some people like, a lot of flash. Some people don't like a lot of flash. But today, we're just going to put a lot on. We're just going to put a lot on. Well, in between a lot and not a lot. Here we go. Couple loose loops so it doesn't roll around on you around the shaft of the hook. Doesn't that look pretty? You want blunt ends. You just don't want, you want tapered ends. You want them, to be not just flat. You want them tapered. So, anyway, okay, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit, make it look nice. It doesn't really matter because you're wrapping it with crosscut. So, it's not that big of a deal, but I'm going to come through anyway and see if I can clean that up for you. Pretty simple process. I mean, it's just, flash and a little bit of black thread with the red body. So here goes nothing. So you want, okay, first off, we got beautiful cross-cut rabbit fur. Red and black tipped. So all you gotta do is make sure your fibers are pointing back. Because when you wrap, you want the fibers going back to the other side of the hook. Not to the jig side, but to the hook side. I mean, I'm talking about the jig head. You want your fibers going this way. So anyway, so all you got to do when you're putting fur on is to tie in this one corner here. So we got it here. And again, a couple loose loops on there. Like I said, it's come on through. If you want to take a look at that. Okay, cinch her down real good after you get a few loose loops. That's looking very nice. So clean that up. Back to the head. Yeah, make it look real nice. So there's that. So all you got to do now, this is hanging here. So put your bobbin at the head of the hook, or I'm sorry, the jig head, the white part. For all you rookies out there, it's called a jig head. So looks a little sloppy kinda. My rabbit fur, well, it's not that bad. But we'll clean that up real quick. At the end, you'll see. It's gonna be a beautiful jig. Call that palmering. That means just you're pushing all the fibers back. So wrap. And some people call me nuts because I do have a rotary vise here. But, you know, I mean, you see it goes around. Now I can do that. But I just like the hand on. I get it tighter. And it makes for a better jig. But all you got to do is hit that strip of leather there. You just want to wrap. See what I'm saying? Just wrap that leather. Just a little overlapping. So let it overlap, and not too many wraps around the collar, because you want to see a nice black color. So here we go. That's what I do. I give a couple heavy turns, push the jig back, come through with another one, and then tighten it up around the collar. And obviously you go in here, right here, and cut off the excess. That's what you have left. You probably tie another jig with that. So it's looking nice. You got to come in here though, that little piece of leather. You want to get rid of that. Hope I can. Man, nice. And clean that up around the... I'm always cleaning up. So, that's very nice. Flush that up. I mean, however you want to look at it, but that's a beautiful jig. So what I do, at the end here, I don't know what you guys call it. I call it a half hitch. I mean, you can call it a whip finish, but this is what I do. Pull out my thread. Okay, so that, I mean, you just do, it never fails. My knot will never fail. But that's 2. I do about 7. 3. 6, 7. And I mean, you can leave that the way it is, or what I'm gonna do is tighten it up back and forth like this, back and forth, and then you can cut it. And this is good enough. That's all you got to do. Sorry. Shaking around there. Sorry. Anyway, let's get out some, my buddy gave me this. It's really good head cement. So I use it, and you can tell that I tie a lot of jigs. That's very good stuff. I've been through the whole, gotta reach here and grab my little pin to put the, so what I do, I just go to the bottom of the bottle here and get a little cement. So right there. Blow on it. So you blow on it a little bit, let it dry, and that is a finished 1/4 ounce jig. Some people will call that a twitching jig. Some will call that a beautiful steelhead jig. You know what? That's in between, you know, a twitch and you know, you put it under a bobber, float it with it, pitch it, do whatever you want to do. So, okay, another video. Like and subscribe. This is Jonathan back at you with another video. Thank you.